Guys bwana, mniambie nilimute. Mimi naongea tu. Na mniambie niko muted. Now I have to repeat again. That's another command nimewafunza. The clear command. That should clear the terminal. Why isn't it not clearing the terminal? Ama inataka that. Gosh. So I'll start with the first one from the top. Give me a... Well, my Wi-Fi is disturbing me so much. For a minute and I was unmuted. So did you get the commands I was using? Winnie, did you get the commands I was using?
Yeah, but the screen was going like very fast.
Okay.
Yeah. We thought maybe you were testing the Nini, that's why we were not Nini, but yeah, we were following, but it was like coming. I think maybe there's one that we saw so many folders, then like that. Yeah, but tunafuata lakini.
Okay. So let me just nice. Good. So the pwd command shows you the current directory. So what do I expect my output to be once I press enter? Nelly? Nelly, what do I expect my output once I press pwd?
Can I try and help?
Just try.
I think it will give you this documents slash class.net.
Yeah, that will be the output. So it prints the current work
Excuse, I think umemute bado tena.
Winnie, can you unanisikia?
Sasa nakusikia.
Okay. So when you want now to view your current directory, you use the pwd command. Now, when you want to view the content inside your directory, you use the ls command, which lists the contents inside the just the out view of the contents inside your directory. Now ls will output all the content in iko hapa, but now this one here will only output what is in yenye nimedownload kutoka laptop yangu. Okay, it output what is in the immediate directory. So when I come to my downloads hapa, whatever is there, it should be the same content yenye iko hapa kwa file zangu. Any file yenye naona hapa, any folder yenye iko na any particular graphical icon, itanionyesha the same thing. So let me just share downloads. So these are the same folders. These are the folders in graphical user. In graphical user, this is order. They are the same folder in the graphical user. But now when you come to the command line where we are using their text representation, every single file yenye unaona hapa ndo iko kwa hiyo with those highlighted commands. Okay. Now, in order for me to view the hidden files inside these files, I'll just have to tweak a little to the ls. As I want you to see, hapa imejiandika just ls, then it started listing all the documents in my directory. Now, when I input an lsa, nimeiambia don't only go directly into the immediate directory, your downloads. Don't only output the things and you can just immediate. Okay, output folders inside these folders or files inside these files. So the LSA outputs files inside files hizi sasa za kwanza hapa. So if you had a movie inside a movie, with the ls, the movie folder will be displayed. But with the LSA, the movies inside the movie folder are the one that will be displayed. So as you can see, sasa hapa, the content may increase. So now you see things that you didn't see before. As you can see here, imekwambia, I didn't only go inside the directory. I went again inside the directory. The dot syntax, as I said, guys, before, it's used to notate. Hapa kwa hii nilisema ina notate which type extension. Then here, it shows the child extension. So the dot front slash inaonyesha go one step in front. The dot inaonyesha enda tena mara mbili ndani. Okay, good. So the LSA, you view all the files. But now with the LSL, unaona a lot content. Unaona like content sasa imeanza kufika huku mwisho. Like you see even the hidden extensions sasa huku. This is what you see in movies. You think it's hacking. So it outputs the total number of files and folders and other hidden materials in your directory. It outputs the user, the timestamp. Okay, it outputs mpaka timestamp. It outputs mpaka the time yenye hiyo file ilicreatiwa. It outputs the name, time, date, month. The ID is the user ID. So you have a common user ID on your laptop because you are the user. Then this shortcut is for write. So this is This is a read write file. Read write file. Kuna hii read write. All these are just abbreviations of the different files. So the ls minus l or hyphen l, it shows the folders and more content to it. So this is how like unashikanga na criminal. Let's say you think you deleted a particular folder in your document. Nothing is ever deleted in a computer. Itaonekana tu. You just have to use these commands on your command prompt because your RAM still has part of those files. So inaendanga pale kwa ICT, run through a series of cracking mechanisms, some command prompt steering. They see you submitted a particular folder at this time. This was the name of the folder. This, let's say you are using charts. This was the name of the charts you submitted to this particular individual. This is what you did. So within the LSL, it submits everything, not only the overview. Yeah. So now I want Winnie. Now let me just do some few commands. Then one of you will take me through what I just said. So I want to change directory. Now here is something tricky. As I said, the dot syntax inaingia ndani ya ndani, si ndio? Now, the dot syntax in CD, when I say dot, itanipeleka back one directory. CD dot dot. It saves me outside. Unaona sasa hakuna nini? Hakuna my path. So in case niende pwd, niambie user. So imerudi 2 steps behind. In case I just type again CD dot, the same happens. pwd just tell me niko ndani ya user. So cd c users user documents. Yes. Sometimes inanatanga vitu zake. Okay. So cd users user is cd change directory to c users user. And it's okay. Downloads. So this is how you just break it. Unakujanga unaangalia. So unasema hakuna all those paths. Then what is this? This is documents. Good. So I need this part here. So I want this part. And I'm going to just put that command /. Na inakataa kabisa. No such file or directory. And it's listed here. Oh, now I see. And there you go. Imekataa tena. Kwani unasikia kama utajinyonga? Okay, not to worry. I know what to do. When it starts giving you path errors, that means you have a lot of files. It's just confused where to where, what to start with. So we're going to try something new. We're going to touch a file. We're going to touch, span. Let's try creating an HTML file. Uone kama itaitikia. Good. As you can see hapa kuna span.html. So if you want to touch a particular file or create a particular file, you just use the touch command. Imagine, I'll show you from the top how you can launch VS Code, create all the files you need and the folders you need. Okay, so if you want to make a directory, evening, we'll create a file called evening. Imekuja hapo, it's empty. So I want to remove this evening. So rm evening, or remove the evening. So it will delete evening, imeenda. Okay. Then if I want to move, if I want to, let's say, do all these, let's say I want to make a directory called evening, and then I want to touch file.css, touch index, let me see if it will try .html. So create nini kwanza? Create evening peke yake. So it cannot touch. So it can only make the directory, but I can touch as many files as I want. So touch file.css. Let's see, index.html. Oh, I first need to go inside. So pwd. So class.net. So I want to go inside the evening slot. So what I'll do is that I'll just copy this path here. Then I want to go inside the evening directory. So itaniambia sasa uko ndani ya, kwa nini nakataa? Oh, is a directory. So that's where I want to go bwana. Okay. I didn't use the cd command. Always remember to use the cd command. Change directory into that directory. It will change. So when I say pwd, it will add the evening here, evening. Then I want to touch these files. So touch index.css, index. No, let me just give them new names. u.css and index.html. Let me see if touch will create these files together. Good. So inside the evening directory, it has created index.html and u.css. Now I can delete these, like I can delete this file using the rm command. So remove, delete. So remove index.html. So I'm still inside the evening directory. So always remember the path that you're currently in, because nikirudi sasa kwa class.net niseme remove index.html, any file yenye iko na jina index.html itatoka yote. So when I remove index.html, it I delete, and now I don't have an index.html inside the evening directory. Okay. Now, if I want now to remove the whole thing, I'll just remove directory, remove the, then evening. Nika itaitikia ama itaniambia Yeah. Imeniambia remove the fail to remove in no such file or directory. Yeah, so I just need to go back cd one step to pwd. Just want to remove the evening itakata. It's refusing because I'm in that directory, so I can't delete a directory which is active. So I just need to go outside the directory and delete it. So now I'll remove evening. It's directory not empty. Now, hapa sana unapatanga vitu kama hizi sasa. This is where now you deal with technical issues. You cannot delete a directory you are currently in or an active directory. Else, you cannot delete a directory that has content. But there's a shortcut to all those. It's called remove forcefully. Okay. Remove forcefully doesn't care if your directory is full of files. So in case you want to delete everything permanently on your computer without the graphical, using the graphical user interface, itakupatia nini? Itaenda kwa trash. Okay. But now with the command line interface, it deletes everything. Okay. So in order to implement this, cannot remove even because it's not empty. But now I want to give you the shortcut. So remove forcefully evening.
Hatuoni screen hapo chini.
Okay. Unaona?
Sana.
Remove forcefully evening. So when I press enter, I expect itoke bila hata kunisumbua. So unaona? This is a shortcut for removing things permanently. So number 16, this is a pro bono, but don't always use this. This is for those stubborn files. Once you remove something forcefully, it deletes it permanently. Okay, this one deletes the item this folder permanently without caring if it has content in it. Okay, so like those are just a few command line interfaces. So I'm going to create a folder from the beginning. So I'm going to open my terminal here. Open folder, not open folder. Just new window. I'll share the new window. Have you seen my new window?
Yes.
Okay, the terminal. As you can see, it's empty. So I want to use the git bash. Bash. Just give it a few minutes to load. Inakuanga hivi. Some terminals hang. They have to communicate with the compiler, the IDE, the GitHub, the version control, the node application it's running. But don't worry, it's the bash terminal. It's a few minutes. Good. So make da. Let me first see niko kwa directory gani. User. So I need to go to cd. Let me see if this will work. Just copy this. Not CS, cd bwana. So I'm in the download section. So inside the download, pwd, I want to make a file, make da. Inside, I want to call it evening. So now I want to go inside this file. So cd evening. Inside evening, I want to create two folders. So make the assets. Now inside the assets, I want to create files. So I'll attach index, let's say index.css and styles.css, advanced.css. So I've created 3 files inside the assets folder. So if I say ls, I'm going to see advanced.css, index.css, and styles.css. I'm going to go back one step outside so that I go back to the evening directory with the double dots. So I'm in the evening directory. So I'm going to create another directory, make da called
Unaweza suluhisha screen kidogo hapo chini ionekane vizuri.
okay. Bado ionekani.
Tu mpaka hapo kwa download evening, alafu hiyo command unaandika ama ni mimi peke yangu? Mimi naona mpaka hapo kwa
Hapa make da.
naona like kenye the last thing naona ni user desktop.
Oh, okay. Let me see. How about now?
Sasa inaonekana yote.
So we're
Yeah,
going
mpaka
to
hapo.
make, yeah, we're going to make another directory called version, the introduction. Then you're going to go inside that directory with the path command. So with this path command, I will remove assets and introduction. Then I'm going to create 3 files using the touch command. So touch index.html, and then we go to second.html, and then we go to third.html. So I've created 3 files inside the introduction folder. That's how you organize your work as a programmer. You just use the command line interface. It's way easier. Yeah, then ukifungua VS Code yako, everything will be there. So then I'll go back to the main root, which is evening. Evening is our folder. So inside the evening, as you can see, those linears reflect up. Okay. So inside the evening is where we want to open our VS Code. So to open VS Code inside the folder you have created, you just call in the code command. So I'll just type in code with a dot hapo mbele. I'm telling it, ingia ndani ya evening ufungue VS Code ndani yake. So when I press enter, itaingia ndani ya evening, opens a new whole VS Code, which I will share with you right about now. Mnaona? You're seeing this one? Winnie?
Yes, I can say it.
So now all we have done are here. We created a folder called evening. We created another folder inside the evening folder called assets with two files, with three files: advanced.css, index.css, style.css. Then we created another folder inside the evening head or parent folder called introduction with the HTML files. So that's just how you can actually view or create or launch. If you have all your files recorded, I will have 5 styles.css, I'll have 8 index.html, I'll have 7 JavaScript folders. You can just create them in the command line interface with a single line. Tumesema touch this and this and this and this. So you'll be just doing cool stuff. Okay. Any question? Winnie?
Yeah, like as for me, I think I have understood the commands zenye umetufundisha. So the ones that I had not known before, I will go and work on them. I took a picture when you were presenting, when you were starting. So the ones I am not familiar with, I
I'll
will go
share
and
the
work.
recording.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I understood most of it.
Yeah, Felix. Wengine walipotea bila kusema venye like mambo iko. I know the command line interface, it's very tricky. First, for a person who like is used to graphical user interface, the command line is just scary to them. Let's say if I'm using Ubuntu and I want to run an update, just input a simple command. Let's say sudo. Sudo is the keyword for Ubuntu. Sudo apt upgrade. That upgrades my system. The way like Windows inakwambianga hapa upgrade your system, update. With this command in Linux, it upgrades your system indefinitely. But sasa hapa, it's not a Linux operating system, so it doesn't know what sudo is. So my task to you is just go and read more on the Unix command line interface. All these commands is a Unix. Go and look into grep, go and look into find, sort, tail, head. Yeah. So if we had a HTML code and we use the head element inside it, it will just bring the first 10 lines and the tail, the last 10 lines. Very good. So if there is no other question today, we are only going to touch on command line interface. Then tomorrow we start on animations with CSS. Now the evening class animations using CSS. Then after that, we do some few projects this week. Then next week, we perfect. Now we start on GitHub. Not GitHub, JavaScript. Start on the DOM manipulation, some JavaScript here and there. So this week and next week, you'll be doing projects as well as JavaScript itself. I plan to do all the projects inside the front-end mentor. all of them. So for now, just be training on yourself. Any chance you get, just pick a project, struggle with it. I'm here for questions. I'm here for suggestions, styles, everything. Any other question, Winnie? I'll share the recording, so no worries.
I don't have any other question.
Okay. Felix, Esther?
No question.
Okay. Felix? Okay, so see you tomorrow.
No question.
Felix, see you tomorrow. Esther, see you tomorrow. Winnie, see you tomorrow. I'll be in on that project. Yeah, guys. So have a lovely night. Yeah, so from
Utakuja saa ngapi?
probably asubuhi, but I'll communicate.
Sawa.
So yeah. So from tomorrow we'll be going up to 11 p.m. or 10:30 or 10:50 because we'll be covering projects. Okay. So I was giving you a heads up. Production kumoto. So have a lovely day. Ati?
Saa 4.
Eh?
Kutoka kesho tunaanza kuja saa 4.
Hapana. Unataka kuja saa 4 class?
Wewe ndo unasema.
No, I'm saying the midnight class. You know, like project-based learning upper, you can't you need to fix everybody's problem. When you're doing a project, everybody has to present to see what they're facing. So we'll have to aside 2 to 3 hours.
Sawa.
So yeah. But you are started. But Winnie, you're perfect. Good. So
Thank you.
so guys, see you tomorrow. It was nice having you today. Have a lovely night.
Good night.
Good night.